In setting up a new method, the first thing we need to do is figure out where our main method ends. So as you know, there are traditionally two braces in all the programs we've currently done below all the code that we've been typing here in the main method. So I'm going to go here, and you see how these two braces line up? I'm going to go ahead and end the main method right here. So anything we type has to go between the end of the main method and the end of the public class, the class that we're in. It is good coding practice to always keep the main method on top. If we were to type another method on top of it, things would get really confusing and the program may not work properly. Now, a couple things to note. Since we have created a static method, public method, we are going to go ahead and keep that static word in there. If it is not static, then we do not need to keep that word in there. But for all of our practices right now, we're going to go ahead and keep that in there. Also, because it's public, we're also going to keep it all public right now so that they can talk to each other and interact. The two things that are going to change, I should say, is the word void here and the word main here. We can create void methods, and we'll talk about right now. Void means nothing. Think about when you're watching a movie and you think about the term void. Void is going into nothing. The same thing happens with a method, and I'll demonstrate it with building this little project I'm going to build here. That the void method will return nothing to the method that is sending it to. You'll see what I mean in a second. Main, we're going to replace with whatever we want to name. And inside the parentheses here, we're going to create what are known as parameters, meaning the different conditions that need to be met for the method to work correctly. And it's like a football game where the quarterback is up here in the main method, and it will pass down information to this other method, to the parameters, which will receive it and then complete the program. So let's do a simple program. I'm going to build a program that allows the user to enter in multiple numbers, and it will return these same numbers, or return whichever number is higher. So let us go up here to our main method and do like we've done before. I'm going to create a couple integers. Integer A, make it equal to 0. Integer B equal to 0. Now I'm going to create integer higher equal to 0. And yell at me because I put the word int in there twice. So we're going to ask our user, which one do I have open? I have the scanner going right now. So we'll just use that. System.out.println. Enter a number. And integer A equal to, what do I have to do? I have to give myself a scanner. Scanner keyboard equals new scanner. Create an instance of it. System.in. Integer A equals keyboard.next integer. Now, something else I am going to do real quick, and again, because I put the word integer, is I'm also going to create a fourth integer called how many. So above this, I'm going to first ask the user, how many numbers are you comparing? So how many sets of numbers are you comparing? And we're going to do how many equals keyboard dot next integer. So instead of entering a number, I'm going to change it to enter the first number and get that right. And that'll assign it to the letter A. System.out.println will now ask for enter the second number, and that'll assign it to B equals keyboard.nextInt. Now, I'm going to do one other thing here before I build my other method, which will compare the answers. Because I asked how many, I'm going to go ahead and put this all in a for loop right now. So for, remember the first part where our loop starts, integer I equals 0. I is going to be less than how many. We're going to have I increase at the end of each run. Then I'll end my for loop right down here. Okay, I'm going to pause and go to the second part of the video that will actually begin to build the method here.